I'm gonna come out here every 30 minutes today and show you we can't get any ice. "30 minutes later, still no ice. No ice. 30 minutes later, says 5, you can't really see it. I'm trying to get to where you can see it. It says 05 ice making, and it's not making ice. And it does have plenty of water coming through it. And there is no ice happening at all. I waited in here for it to finish the cycling it was doing. Now it is flashing, says ice full and melting. Stoppage. I got 2 tiny pieces of ice. That was all I got. That's it. Says 11. I'm gonna come and check on it in 30 minutes. Our ice machine is way down at our little store at the front of our property. So I started at 10 o'clock. And I am coming down here every 30 minutes-ish, because I'm doing school with my kids, to try and get ice to fill up in there today. Because we need ice in our little country store. It's a small store, not big, and the size of your ice machine was perfect for what we needed. We have not been able to get it to make consistent ice since we got it. It says ice full, melting, stoppage. 00. The 2 pieces of ice that fell in there are still in there. We've got some ice sitting in the thing, but it did not come out, and I had to flip the thing again. So now we have a few pieces of ice. Says 1-2 on the screen. It's very hard for you to see that. And it says ice making. It's 11:08 a.m. and I'm going back up to the house and setting a timer. I'm late this time coming down here. I was doing school with the girls, so I'm a little off. It's 12:06, going down to see what the ice maker is doing. Okay, 12:06. It's showing 08 ice making reservation. Yeah, we have a little bit of ice in there. And ice is running, water is running, ice is running, water is running. And we do have a small amount of ice. And it says 08. But it doesn't do me any good to have to do this much work to get like 20 pieces of ice. So if it can't start automatically just making the ice on its own without me having to come down here and come down here and come down here, then this thing doesn't do me any good. So setting a timer, and I'll be back down here in 30 minutes to see what is going on with the ice machine. Here I go. Back down to the ice machine, which should be automatically dumping and starting to make ice all on its own. I shouldn't have to be coming down here and checking it and checking it and checking it, but that's what we're doing today. At least it's nice. You know, it's crisp, but the sun is shining. My jacket's warm. We're making this happen, Captain. Thanks for coming along with me on this journey of I need my ice maker to work. Okay, here we are. Again, it says 00 ice full. Ice is not full. There is ice, but it is not full. There's ice sitting on the tray. It is definitely not full. So if I had not have come down here, it would not have reset on its own. We're at 14 on the screen, ice making again. 105 over the hills and through the woods to the store we go again to check the ice machine. At least I'm getting my workout. I mean, I could just look at this as I'm getting my steps. Running up and down to the store every single day. I'm making my steps. I could look at it like that, I guess. Alright. See what it says. We got 01 ice making. That's where we're at on the ice since 10 o'clock this morning. Looks like it might be making a sheet of ice. I'm gonna hang out to see what it does. I think it's supposed to be almost done with a sheet of ice at this point. I don't know. I don't understand. It's very confusing, I can tell you that much. And it's not like this instruction manual right here explains absolutely anything to you. Doesn't tell you how you should set it, what the settings are for. Doesn't give you any information. You can tell I'm winded and tired from walking back and forth all day long. Still says 01. Okay, now it says 00. Says melting. We've got flashing 00 and melting. And there's not even really any ice to fall or drop. There's hardly any ice in that at all. It's not even a full tray of ice. Sure does waste a lot of ice. There comes the ice trying to come out. We get 1.5 rows of ice. Don't even get a full sleeve of ice. And it says ice making 12. And there is one piece of ice that did not fall. But all we got was 1.5 rows of ice in that dump. It did start again though, automatically. I'll be back in half an hour. It says 12. We'll see what it says in half an hour. 1:41, walking down to the store again. Had to stop school with my kids to come check on the ice machine again. Been at this since 10 o'clock this morning, and I don't even have enough ice to put in a glass of sweet tea. All right, it says 08 ice making. Water, 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 water. This is all the ice we have. Doesn't look like much is even making. But this is where we're at. 7 ice making. 2:15. Back down to the store. I'm really getting my steps in today. Woo! It says 5. This is our pile of ice that we have. Ice seems to kind of be forming. Not a lot though, but it's running. It says 5. 05 ice making. Can't see that. It's very hard to show you what it says. This is where we're at. Been going since 10 a.m. this morning, and that's how much ice we have. I'm gonna continue to do this until 4 o'clock when I have to feed my animals. Well, 3:30, because I won't be able to come down here at 4. I have to feed animals at 3. So, I'll let you know what happens at 3:30, and then I'll show you again in the morning. Come on, Riley. We gotta go check the ice machine. Come on, baby. Last time to check the ice machine, it's 3:45. I was supposed to be down here at 3:30. I haven't been able to make it down here on time yet, but doesn't matter. We're still doing it. Here we go. Into the store to check the ice machine again. Okay, last time I'm checking it for today. We're just gonna let it go overnight and see what it does. Right now it says ice making 06. This is the amount of ice that we have gotten since 10 a.m. this morning. And it is making some ice. Looks like we might get 1 row out of the batch that it's making right now. That is all we've gotten since 10 a.m. this morning. And it's almost 4 o'clock now. Excuse my fabulous do I got going on this morning. I got hat hair, don't care. Going down to the store to see what the ice machine did last night. Yesterday at 4 o'clock was the last time that I have checked it. It is now a little after 9:30 this morning, and I am headed down to check the ice machine and see if it made ice last night or if it's on E2 with the little flappy flap not working. So here we go. I am absolutely in shock and awe. It says 03 ice making. All right, this thing has had the chance to make ice all night. And as far as I'm concerned, this thing should be full, right? This is what we got. This is more than what we've had. And it's still making. But I had to do a lot of work to get to this point in 24 hours. A full ice machine. I should be able to do so much more with this. 24 hours and I don't even have a full ice machine. And I have it set to make ice as soon as it's done making ice. I have it set to just start immediately again and make more ice. So it's not like I have a delay in between each load of it making ice. So this is what it's giving me in 24 hours. I'm not super excited, y'all. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm pretty disappointed. The manual does not give you hardly any information on how to make this thing work. The troubleshooting guide is not very helpful. And we're reaching out to customer service to see if we can make our ice machine experience better. But so far, I'm just not happy with this ice machine. So I'm hoping that we can get it to fill up. So I'm gonna go again today, coming down here. I'm not gonna do 30 minutes today. I'm gonna do every hour. So at 10:30, I will be back down here again to check it. So let's see what happens. Y'all stay tuned. This will be the first video in a series of videos. Thank you so much for joining us on our ice maker journey. Is my second trip out here this morning. It says 10 ice making. In 24 hours, this is all the ice we have gotten. And I have it set on 2 right now. It is set on 2. So it should make ice as soon as it's done every time. Yesterday I came out every 30 minutes. Today I'm coming out every hour because I just don't have time to come out here every 30 minutes. It's quite a walk from the house down to our little ranch store where the ice machine is at. That's where we need the ice at. So we are trying to get this TopDeep Ice Machine to work. So stick with us in this saga of ice. It's warming up a little bit, and I did my hair. So here is our second trip of the day to come and see if the ice machine is still making ice, giving us an error, or what is going on with the ice machine. Almost got a tree branch to the eye. There we go. Ice machine says 10 ice making. This is where we're at on our amount of ice. It is still going, but we still do not have very much ice in the ice maker. Whoops, I'm very, very late. I was supposed to be down here an hour ago, and I didn't make it down here. So it's been 2 hours since I checked the ice machine. Did not mean to miss out on coming down here, but doing school with the girls still. So it's not very convenient to stop every 30 minutes to an hour to come down here and see if the ice machine is still working. But here we go. Okay. Leave this open because you can see the ice machine better. Says 08, ice making. Water running. And this is where we're still sitting at about the same amount of ice that we had before. I could not get out here as early as I wanted to. The dog just shut the door. The screen says E2. It says stoppage, add water. There is no problem with my water. It is the door. So now ice has just sat here and melted and disappeared. So my pile of ice has gotten smaller. Now it says 15. So day 2, you can tell that if I don't stay on top of it, I'm not gonna get ice. I don't have time to stay on top of this thing to make sure that I have ice. I don't think it's very fair to people that pay almost $400 for this ice machine to have to stay on top of it to get ice when it's supposed to be an automatic ice machine. Day 3 with the ice machine. I'm freezing. It's cold in here. It's cold outside today. And this is the last video that I'm going to make about the ice machine today. This is day 3. It's about 11 o'clock. I sent my daughter out here to see if it was still making ice this morning. She was like, yes, it said 10. So this morning at about 9 o'clock, it said 10. It just hit its finish on the cycle. So let's see if it dumped ice and how much ice we have after 3 days of trying to get this thing to fill with ice. So ice machine blinking 00, doing the melting thing. We have about a row and a couple of pieces that made, and it's all very, very melty. This is all the ice that we have gotten in 3 days. So we're not even to half of our possibility here. I mean, we have maybe 3 scoops of ice. Where's my scooper? We don't, I mean, this is not much ice, y'all. It's really not. Like, look at the scoop in perspective. It's not much ice. Like that, we have very little ice in there. That's it. Like 3 scoops, maybe. So, day 3 has been kind of disappointing. I was really hoping to come out and have more ice in the ice maker. This TopDeep Ice Maker had good reviews, and I anticipated it working really good, and we have not been able to get the ice from it that I was wanting to get. I know it's a small ice machine, and I didn't have super insane expectations. I was just hoping it would fill up once a day to where I could make a few bags of ice for our little store. We don't have a huge freezer that I want to fill with ice. It's just this little guy right here. I'd like to keep like 10 bags in there. So I thought that making a couple of bags a day out of this little ice machine would be absolutely perfect for our needs. And everything that I read said that it would be great. And I am struggling to get it working. So that's what's happened with our TopDeep Ice Maker.